We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans.
Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready, yellow, 43.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Good job, good job.
That good for 19 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw for Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Algier will try to pick it up. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Davion Taylor
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
That's into the hands of Edwards. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jameis to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The Saints had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Kamara up the middle.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
try to pound it in. Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They're going to run this with a tight end. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now Winston on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
31 yards.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On 1st and 10, Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
First down, Winston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards from 17 yards out. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 9, Winston in trouble, and he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 36. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup
and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A 10th carry for Kamara.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, the tight end. Jameis now on first down. And Jameis intercepted a third time.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A right side run with Patterson.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Davion Taylor
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Winston's throw complete there to Johnson.
Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Winston. Flushed out right.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Second down and goal. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Got Edwards now on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Edwards. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ball red.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.